Fort Knox was named for the first U.S. Secretary of War.
The first fortifications at the future location of Fort Knox were established during the Civil War. Located in Kentucky, the site served as a military outpost from the late 19th century until the First World War. In 1918, the government set up an artillery training facility on 40,000 acres of land in Kentucky and named it Camp Henry Knox, after the first Secretary of War. After World War I ended, the number of troops at the camp was reduced, with part of the land briefly becoming a national forest. In 1931, Camp Knox became permanent home to the mechanized cavalry, and in 1932, the name changed to Fort Knox.
Fort Knox emerged as a symbol of strength from pro-democratic propaganda.
In 1941, part of the U.S. campaign against Hitler and the Nazis included playing up democracy and the strength of the U.S. The Fort Knox vault and gold served as symbols of said strength. Journalist Taylor Edmond proposed using the gold to encourage foreign politicians in their support of the U.S. During the Cold War in the 1950s, the CIA undertook Operation Mockingbird to control and disseminate information on their activities, including about Fort Knox. Ironically, the existence of Operation Mockingbird feeds into skepticism and conspiracy theories about the gold at Fort Knox.
Between world wars, Fort Knox became home to the nation's gold reserves.
Construction of the U.S. Bullion Depository began in 1935, and in 1937, because gold weighed so much, the Post Office Department, the predecessor of the modern U.S. Postal Service, used trains to transport it. Gold was shipped in on a special 9-car train manned by machine gunners and loaded onto Army trucks protected by a U.S. cavalry brigade.
Since the U.S. isn't on the gold standard, it may not matter how much is in Fort Knox.
The amount of gold held at Fort Knox might not even matter. The U.S. went off the gold standard in 1971, meaning gold no longer specifically relates to the value of the American dollar. With this move, the gold at Fort Knox remains part of the U.S. overall monetary wealth, but mostly as a Treasury Department commodity, something the department can trade with other countries. Why keep it then? According to former Federal Reserve Chairperson Alan Greenspan,
during World War II, the U.S. moved important historical documents to Fort Knox.
During World War II, original versions of the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, and Constitution were moved to the Gold Vault for safekeeping, due to fear of the nation's capital being attacked. All three documents went back to Washington, D.C. in 1944, once officials ruled out an attack on American soil.
The U.S. Mint handpicks Fort Knox personnel.
The U.S. Mint chooses the guards who make up the U.S. Mint Police and guard Fort Knox. U.S. Mint police officers undergo extensive training in weapons handling, movements, danger areas, cover management, contact and cover, 360-degree security, cornering, door entry, room clearing, and breaching. Military troops from around the country train at Fort Knox, and until 2010, every member of the mechanized cavalry spent time at the site.
The Eisenhower administration conducted the last audit of Fort Knox.
In 1953, the U.S. Treasury Department audited Fort Knox, but only around 5% of the gold underwent testing for purity. No outside experts were allowed on the site for the audit either, providing fodder for all kinds of conspiracy theorists.
The gold vault has a door that weighs 22 tons.
The gold vault at Fort Knox is encased in 16,000 cubic feet of granite and 4,200 cubic yards of cement. The door weighs 22 tons and is 21 inches thick, and the roof is bomb-proof. The vault can withstand guns, blowtorches, and other incendiary devices.
Guns, mines, cameras, and 100,000 acres of land surround the fort.
To access the gold vault at Fort Knox, you need to make your way through a network of security measures. Fort Knox sits on over 100,000 acres and houses 30,000 military personnel. On the way to the vault, a literal minefield and an electric fence protect the gold. The facility also features video cameras, motion detectors, and secret microphones, all set to pick up the presence of anyone or anything that doesn't belong. Plus, U.S. Mint police remain a constant presence and preside over the grounds from 4 machine gun towers placed around the perimeter.
The government won't show the public how much gold is in Fort Knox.
The government won't show the public how much gold is in Fort Knox.
Some pretty crazy conspiracy theories exist about Fort Knox.
Some pretty crazy conspiracy theories exist about Fort Knox.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.